class we are going to see one interesting topic, that is a special senses, that is the eye. So actually we know we have five senses. It's starting from your vision, sense of smell, sense of taste, hearing, and then your sense of touch. Okay. So in this class we are going to focus one particular topic, that is a sense of vision, that is eye. So before getting into this topic, we should know what is the empathy part of this topic, why we want to study this particular topic. So here I have given one statistical report of World Health Organization. It has been taken in 2023. The report says that nearly 2.2 billion people have been affected just because of nearer distance vision impairment and vision loss. Okay, so out of this, 1 million people are just being affected by vision impairment, that is refractive errors and cataracts. So you know what is meant by cataracts is the cloudy lens. At one point, the people will not able to see the objects clearly because your lens is being covered by some hard tissue. So these are the one reason we are putting in one side. Not only this, we have other side of the reason also there, which is related to the age. Okay, so as age goes on, at later age, in old age, the one particular part is being affected is eye. That type of disease is called macular degeneration, and we have disease related eye problem. One such disease is diabetic mellitus, that is a sugar patient also having eye problem. The slowly the retinopathy will get there is one part in the eye, the retina, that is get being that will get affected. That problem is called diabetic retinopathy, and there are also some infectious problem that also will affect the eye. So these are the main reason why we want to study is the eye. Okay, unless until we know what is the structure and function of the eye, we are not able to read what is the root cause, or we can't able to understand what is the reason behind this type of diseases. So that only we can come up with very beautiful innovation or solution like these many devices. Here I have listed out, there are few technologies which is already prevailing in this era, and then existing device also I have mentioned here. Okay, so these are the solution we have we already have brought out to address these kind of problems whatever we discussed, eye related problems. Okay, so to understand the problems, in order to find out the solution, first we should know what is the structure of eye. So here whatever things I have listed here, these are the innovation brought up by scientists or engineers like us, by getting know what is the root cause of that eye problems. Okay, so why one among them, why we are not one among them, that is the main reason I have brought out this topic here, that is the eye. So first we will see the basic structure and function of the eye. Unless until we don't know unless until we don't know this, we can't able to study or understand what is the problem lies on eye. Then in turn we are not able to develop the solution for that problem. So that is the reason we are now going to discuss the basic structure and function of the eye. So you already know eye is the organ which is meant for vision. Okay, that is a sight. It is situated in orbital cavity, which is supplied by optic nerve, second cranial nerve. If you see the shape, see I have brought out model here. If you see the shape, it is a spherical in shape, about 2.5 centimeter in diameter. Okay, now we will see the structure of eye. As for the structure, it mainly have three. Okay, the three layers. The eye is covered by three layers. The outer layer, and then you have middle layer, and the third one is innermost layer. Okay, here I have given picture of structure of eye. So you have, it is a composed of three layers. The outer layer is nothing but is the cornea. Okay, and then that is the front part of the eye. This is a glass kind of thing is there, right? This front part of the eye is called cornea, the outermost layer, and the whitish part of the eye is called sclera. Okay, the sclera is made up of hard tissue. It is in opaque in nature, and this glassy type of layer is the cornea, which is made which is in property of transparent. Okay, so that it allows the light to easily get inside the eye. it allows the light to easily get inside the eye. That is the main reason the front layer of the eye is made up of cornea, and the other back side of the eye is made up of a sclera. So the inner the first layer is the external layer. It is composed of two parts. One is cornea and then sclera. So the outer part is cornea, and then next it is continue with sclera. It covers the back side of the eye. So altogether it forms the is like a ball structure. Okay, so not only this, the function of this outer layer is it will supports the muscles. Okay, extrinsic muscle and intrinsic muscles. These muscles is mainly involved in movement of eyeball and also position of the eyeball. Okay, so now we will go get to now we will complete the first layer. Next, if you see the second layer, the second layer is the choroid layer. So if you dismantle this, we can able to see the second layer. Okay, so here I have taken this eyeball. So first layer we have completed already, that is back side of the eye is covered by sclera, and then you have what lens part. Okay, see this lens part, this lens part is the cornea, and then this lens is nothing but cornea, which is transparent in material properties, so that it allows the light to get inside. And then backside it's been covered by the sclera. The second layer is what? It's the choroid. The choroid is the second layer. This particular layer seems to be like brownish in color. The reason is that it is enriched with or deeply seated, it contains deeply seated blood vessels. That is the reason this second layer seems to be like brownish in color. Okay, so and then this choroid is continued with you have iris, and then and then you have a pupil. Okay, the black hole is nothing but pupil. The color part of this particular eyeball is it is nothing but iris. So iris actually gives the color to the eye. Some may seems to be, some eyes seems to be brown in color, some eyes seems to be in black in color. No, the reason is that because of this eye color, iris color. Okay, this is the color part of the eyes. And next you will have the black color hole is nothing but pupil. So this is the hole, this is the point where the lights will get enter. Okay, so there is a three main part which is mainly involved in controlling the amount of light being getting inside the eye. What is the three main part in the sense? One is iris, second one is pupil, and third one is ciliary muscles. Okay, the ciliary muscles actually is get attached with your innermost layer, that is a sclera, that is a sclerary muscles. So these three will work together in order to control the amount of light entering this eyeball. Okay, the for example it has the stretching property, that is the iris and pupil. Okay, for example when the people in dark room, automatically our the pupil size will get enlarged. Okay, the reason is that the iris will get enlarged, along with that pupil size with pupil size will get enlarged because of with the support of ciliary muscle. The reason is that when the person in a dark room, it will try to capture the maximum light to get inside the eyeball, so that people will able to see the image clearly. For example, if the people in very light, very bright room, okay, for example, if the people is standing in front of sunlight, automatically we will shrink our eyes, right? Where the reason is that here the iris and pupil will shrink their size, so that it will controls or it will limits the light getting inside the eye. Okay, it will limits the light to get inside the eyes. So this is the property of the iris and pupil and the ciliary bodies. These three all will work together. It will decide how much of light to get inside, how much of light it's needed to see the visual of the image. So that is the main part of iris, pupil, and then you have a ciliary bodies. And if you see next to this, and you have a lens. Okay, lens part. Okay, and then you have a innermost layer, that is the retina. Okay, so now so far we have discussed the middle layer. The middle layer contains choroid, and continue with that we have iris, and then you have your hole, that is a black hole. That hole is nothing but iris. Okay, so next to the iris you will be having what? Lens. Okay, next to the iris you will be having the lens here in order to focus the light. And then the main particular here we will be using biconvex lens. So this biconvex lens, it will converge all the lights and made it to fall but exactly to one point. That point is called fovea. Okay, so that is the point which is there in retina, that is the innermost layer. So innermost layer is made up of rods and cones. You can witness many rods and cones in innermost layer. So the rods is meant for bright, that is black and white, and cones is meant for color. Okay, so this is the thing we called as photoreceptive or photoreceptors. Okay, so these receptors will convert the lights whatever we are sending into the eye. It will convert the light into equal electrical signals. These electrical signal will be processed by the brain so that we can have the perception of what we are seeing. Okay, so the innermost layer contains a photoreceptor, that is rods and cones. So over the retina it contains the rods. There is a one point which it contains only the rods, maximum number of rods. That point is called macula. In that macula there is a pit, one small pit depression will be there, that is called fovea. Inside the fovea only it has the collection of cones. So when the right light falls on the cones, and at that particular point the people will have a color vision. Okay, so in this picture you can see that point called macula. In that you have a small depression, right? That point is called fovea. That is the point where you can see the collection of cones, and the remaining point everything will have only the rods, maximum number of rods. Okay, so there is one more point, that is the blind spot. You can see that blind spot is the point where the optic nerves will be there, where the optic nerves get started. Okay, see, this is the blind spot. Okay, this is the point where the optic nerve starts, and also it doesn't contain any rods and cones. So when light rays falls on this particular point, the person will not able to see anything. Okay, so then it is continue with the optic nerves, then it will join with your brain cranial nerve. Okay, so this is how your structure of eye will be. So once again I am repeating, you have three main layers in the eye. The first layer is outermost layer. It has two parts. The front part is cornea, and it's followed by sclera, that it cover the back side of the eye. The front part is cornea, it's a transparent material, and black sclera is nothing but the opaque material. And then next to that you have a second most layer, that is the middle layer. It is made up of choroid. It seems to be in brownish color. The reason is that it is innervated with blood vessels. And then in front it will continue with the ciliary bodies, and then you have lens, that is iris, and then pupil. Okay, the ciliary bodies, iris, and pupils all work together so that it will controls the amount of light to get inside, based on the condition or based on the atmosphere we are. When we are in dark, when we are in dark location, our pupil will get enlarged with the support of iris and ciliary bodies. When we are in bright location, the pupils will narrow down with the support of iris and ciliary bodies. That is the main function of these three parts. And then we have lens. The main lens, here we have a biconvex lens. It will converge all the rays to make it to fall exactly on that on the particular point called fovea, so that we have the vision. So we have the proper vision. That point also we can say the visual acuity. Okay, we will have the clarity of vision. If the light falls on one point where falls on one point where the people lost their vision, is that called blind spot. Okay, so that point is starting from where the optic nerves starts. Okay, so that because the reason is that the blind spot is a point where it doesn't contain rods or cones. Okay, so that is the main important thing, difference between the blind spot and the macula. Macula, it contains the cones, and blind spot doesn't contains any photoreceptor. So when light rays falls on the particular point, the people will not able to see anything. Okay, then these all many photoreceptors you can see on innermost layers, that is the retina. Okay, so now followed by this session, just we will have one small activity of um, uh, based on your blind spot. Okay, so now I'm going to play one short video to how to identify the blind spot, how one can feel the experience of our blind spot in classrooms. Okay, so to have this experience, I have conducted one activity for my students in class. So just look out this video. Hi all, I think now you have witnessed activity video of how to find our blind spot of our eye, right? So now we will go through the last a part of our today class, that is the summary. So once again, I will summarize what we have discussed so far. So now in this class we started with empathy part of I, why we have to study this particular topic. So to this we have discussed what is the disease and how many people is being affected with this eye related problems and so on. So and then to address this problem, we have also seen what are the existing or prevailing technologies are there to correct this problem. Okay, so to have the better understanding of what is the problem of eye and to correct this, what is the solution, first we should know what is the structure of eye. So for that only in this class we clearly discussed the basic structure and anatomy and physiology of each and every parts of the eye. So it's we started with you have three main layers, cornea, sclera, there's the outer layer, then middle layer is choroid, followed by iris, lens, iris, pupil, and ciliary bodies. And next we had in the retina, it is continued with the lens. And retina you have rods and cones, and then you have a blind spot, that is the point where you doesn't have rods and cones, and then it is continued with optic nerve. Okay, so this is the main structure of eyes. And not only this, not only we have these many not only have these parts alone, and you have other accessory structure of eyes, that is you have eyebrows, eyelids, and then this point is called conjunctiva. And you have see backside you have this gland like structure, this structure is called tear glands. Okay, so the reason of the having these iris these eyebrow and eyelids, eyelashes, or that in order to protect our eye from dust and so many other external factors. Okay, and also we have reflex action. So when you bring any object near to eye, automatically your eye will blink. And also in each and every 2 to 3 minutes our eye sorry 20 each and every 20 seconds our eye will start to blink automatically, that is unconsciously. Okay, so the reason is that the blinking of eyes, that is the reflex action. That action is called corneal reflex. That reflex action is meant to maintain your wetness in your eye. Because if you are keeping we are keeping our eye kept open for a long for more than more than an hour, or throughout a day and so on, right? So in that case there is the tendency for our eye to become dry out. So for that reason only we have the reflex mechanism. So every 20 seconds or something, our eye will start to blink in order to spread out that vaccine, the spread out that moisture content in the eye. So that is the main having a main purpose of blinking action of this eyelids. Okay, and then as I said, the tear gland is there. It also will get stimulated if, for example, if we have dust in our eyes, automatically tears will come out, right? The reason is that because by means of tears, our dust particles, everything is wash it out, it's clearing out. So these are the accessory structure of eyes. Apart from these eyeball structures, and we also have other accessory structures. This is also one of the main reason to prevent the dust from our normal working function of the eye. Yes. Okay, thank you guys. In next class we will discuss a next important topic. Thank you.